Hello, today we'll look at an example of finding the perimeter of polygons on the coordinate plane. So here's an example we have. It says if the points on the coordinate plane below are three vertices of a rectangle, what are the coordinates of the fourth vertex? Okay, that's a good question. Then it says, how do you know? What are the length and width of the rectangle? What is the area and the perimeter of the rectangle? Okay, so here are three vertices that we have. And notice, so my line is not straight, please forgive me, that if it's a rectangle, this is going straight up and down. So notice that my x value is the same. So I have -5 to -5. And over here, what do you notice is the same? The y value is the same. So it's 3 to 3. So then going this way, what do you think would have to be the same? You could pause the video, think about it. What do you think would have to be the same? All right, so if you said the x value has to be the same for here, you are absolutely correct. So the x is the same for this point. And what about this point over here? What has to be the same? Well, if you said the y value, then you are absolutely correct. So here is my new point. Because it's a rectangle. So then it says, what is the length and the width of the rectangle? Now, we can use the distance formula to find the length and the width of this rectangle, or we can use the fact that we know that we are actually just counting from -3 to 3. So the difference between -3 and 3 when we're talking about distance is actually 6 points. And whatever it is on this side, because of the rule of what a rectangle is, it has to also be on this side. And we can also see that because we're looking at from 3 to -3 again, and it has to be 6. Then we look from this angle, we see, or this side, excuse me, we see that we go from -5 to 3. So the difference between -5 to 3 is 8, right? Because we're talking about distance. And the same here, it has to be 8. All right, so now we know the length and the width of the rectangle. The length and the width is 6 and 8. The perimeter of a rectangle, if you recall, is the length times the width. So we have 6 times 8, and 6 times 8 is, you guessed it, 48. Well, you didn't guess it, you knew it. And then it says find the perimeter. The perimeter of a rectangle is 2L, or 2 times the width, plus 2 times the width, 2 times the length times 2 times the width, or we're adding up all the sides. So 6 plus 8 plus 6 plus 8. And what is that going to give us? If you calculated it, you should have gotten 28. And so this is 28 units, and this is units squared because we're talking about area. And I hope that this example helps.